back to my channel, Button and Pip. My channel is all about my dressmaking journey, so if that's something you enjoy, please subscribe and have a look back at my previous vlogs. Now, I'm really excited about today's vlog because I'm actually a little bit nosy and I love these kind of vlogs that I've been seeing people doing, which is a question and answer vlog. Because I love to find out a little bit more about my favourite YouTubers, my favourite people in sewing, and it's just nice, isn't it, just to feel a little bit more connected. So I put a little shout out on my YouTube community tab and also on my stories on Instagram, and I've received some questions and I'm going to go through them today. And it's really lovely actually, some of the questions, not all about sewing. So I'm just going to jump straight in and I'm just going to waffle on. So the first one I'm going to talk about is from Sam from YouTube. She's asked me, how do I fit sewing into a busy day? And Helen also asked this, or do I have an allocated day? And also, what about work? So if you haven't known this, or if I haven't really spoken about it before, I'm actually a school teacher. I'm a secondary school teacher for science, and someone actually asked me that. That's it, Beverly8553 on Instagram. I've been teaching now for, what year did I start? 2007. So coming up to 14 years, if I've done my maths correctly. No, 13 years. And I absolutely love it. I've worked in 3 schools so far, and now I'm in a really nice community school, quite a small school, which means I get to know the kids really well. And I love my job. Absolutely love it. I can't imagine myself doing anything different. And since having to do a bit of distance learning, distance teaching, I find it really difficult without the interaction, the personal interaction that I get every day, especially with the kids. And one thing that I always talk about is my form group. So I see this one group of children every morning, and when they go off, I'm always like, be good. A little bit like when my girls go and play around at friends' houses, I'm like, be good, be good. So yeah, I absolutely love teaching. So currently I'm teaching 4 days a week, which leaves me a day by myself in the house, where I get time to sort of sort the house out, sort the washing and things like that, and also get a little bit of sewing in. And it's most likely the days that I film my vlogs. Now, how do I fit it in with all that as well? I'm not a person that can just sit and do nothing. I'm always on the go, go, go. So I don't have an allocated, apart from that day off, set time. I'm really lucky that I actually have my own sewing space, so I can leave things set up, I can kind of close the door on the mess and come back to it. But I'm also quite, I'm a person that once I've started, I don't like to leave a project halfway through. I have to keep going. So there have been a few times that my husband's gone to bed and I'm still sewing, and I feel really sorry for him because I actually wake him up to say, wake up, look what I've made. And he actually put a question on my Instagram saying, how does your husband feel about having a sewing space? All I say is he has the garage and his bike, which doesn't really need a space, does it? And I have my little hobby space. So yeah, that's what I love. So yeah, there is no real grand plan of how I fit it into my life. I just love it, and I make time to really come to sewing because it makes me who I am. It's my hobby. Since I started sewing, I absolutely have loved the enjoyment of what it's brought into my life. And that kind of leads me on to this next question, which was from 9-2Stitch. She said, when did I start sewing? So I started sewing really for myself in, I'd say, 2016. Before that, I'd done a little bit of patchwork, quilting, dresses for my girls, but really my dressmaking journey for sewing for me started in 2016 because that January my dad passed away and I had to set myself a mental goal. So I set myself a goal that year of sewing for myself, learning how to sew for myself. And then the following year with that is I set myself another goal, another New Year's resolution, to not buy any clothes and only sew my wardrobe. And I've kind of not looked back from there really. And I've learned so many skills since starting there. So really it's been 4 years since I've seriously been sewing for myself. And when the other day I got my summer wardrobe down, and I did feel really proud of what I've achieved. And I still have ambitions of what I want to sew next, but I feel really proud of what I've done so far. So yeah, you can tell I absolutely love sewing, and I just can't talk enough about it. Bless the poor kids at school, because all I'm ever going on about is, not my dress, not my dress. Right, anyway, let's get back to another question. So Sue asked, have I ever made clothes for my husband? Yes, I have. I've been a little bit cautious actually of what to make him, because he's quite slim fitting, so I haven't really found any patterns out there that are great for a male sort of petite frame. So I've made him Hudson pants, a few of those, 2 of those I think, and also a couple of Hudson pants shorts. And I've also made him a cycling top. I'm going to put photos up so that you can see these as well. I bought some new fabric the other day, and straight away he said I want a new pair of shorts. So yes, I think he'll be getting some more. Oh, one other thing that I've actually made my husband was some swimming trunks. We went on holiday a couple of years ago and I made swimwear for all of my family. And my husband got involved as well, so that was really funny, and I've got plans to make him more. So yeah, another set of family swimwear will be coming soon. Right, Jamie, yeah, sewing space. As you can see, I've got my lovely sewing space. Unfortunately, the home office has taken over a little bit of space at the moment, but it is just our spare room. It's got our ironing in and things like that, and the cat also has her food and things in here. So I'm really, really lucky to have this space so that I can kind of leave things out, and just sometimes when you just got to step away from something that's going wrong, it's nice that I get that sort of protected area that I can just go, right, I'm walking away. So yeah, this is my little sewing space. Actually, I did a tour of my sewing space on my Vlogmas blog, so I'll pop a link down that in the description if you want to go and have a look. Right, this one came up a few times actually. Romy said, do my girls sew? I think somebody else who said that as well. I'm not sure. I'm sure I saw someone else. Sorry if I haven't included your name. Yes, my girls have started to want to sew, but they kind of like me just sewing for them. And since I've been at home more, I've actually made more things for them this month. So that's coming up in my April Makes vlog. And my youngest daughter, Isabel, I can see her being the most interested. She is a very creative person, and I've definitely found that out in the last few weeks. And I can see her doing sewing. I have to admit, I'm a little bit nervous at actually using a machine with them. So I've done a bit of hand stitching, but I would absolutely love, maybe when they're teenagers, to actually get them on the sewing machine with the patterns and going for it. I actually have done a teenage workshop at Sew Your Own Wardrobe, and again, like teaching, I absolutely love that. So maybe the girls might learn to sew through that as well. Right, Naomi asked, any other hobbies, activities that our family enjoy? Like I said at the start of this, we are not a family that kind of sits around and does nothing. We're very, very active. Like I said, my husband is really big into his cycling, so he loves to go out on his road bike, but we've also had a few holidays over in the Netherlands, in Holland, where we took our bikes. It's one of my favourite holidays that we've actually ever done when we took the bikes over to Holland. So we go biking. We're really lucky, cycling, sorry, it sounds really weird, biking, cycling. We're really lucky where we live that we've got some lovely off-road sort of cycle paths. So yeah, that's really great to do. What other activities do we do? So the girls are really busy. They love to swim, dance, gym, and we love to go for walks. We really love to go on our family walks, and one day I'm hoping that we might be able to take the girls up to the summit of Snowdon. That's one ambition I really want them to do. So we're trying to get Isabel's little legs moving more. So yeah, hopefully we're just really busy, I wouldn't say busy, active people as a family. So we like to have our own hobbies, but we also like to come together and be active. And I love a good board game. Last night, I didn't lose, I came third. in Payday, but my husband was just rolling in it. So yeah, I love a good board game. Right, let's get on to a few more sewing specific ones. So Sewing Bunny asked, what is my most worn? 9 to Stitch also asked this one. And what is my favourite Me Mades? So my most worn has to be just a basic Agnes top. And that fits actually with another question. I'll come back to that one in a minute. Because I've been sewing my wardrobe now, like I say, for 4 years, I've built up a lot of staples, and I love to have a pretty dress. I don't hold anything back as special as such for work. I wear my Me Mades in work and out of work, but I'd have to say probably just a comfortable jersey top is probably one of my most worn. Yeah, I'd say that's probably one of my most worn. But my favourite Me Made. Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to choose 2 for this. I'm going to choose 2. This one, it has to be my ultimate favourite Me Made. It is, it's a bit old now, and the zip, I can't seem to get back up, but it is my Betty dress, my sparkly Betty dress. Now, the reason why this is my favourite is it was a real challenge to make this. It was early on, I think it's about 3 years ago that I made this, and I set myself a vision. I was going to a wedding, and it came together, and I was so impressed how the level of achievement that I felt when I was wearing this to the wedding. I absolutely love it, and every time there's a bit of a school prom or another black tie event, I have worn it. But like I say, it was early on in my sewing sort of my sewing journey, so it's not beautifully made. There are a few bits that I know if I made it now it would be completely different. See, I'm trying to do the zip and the zip seems to be broken. No, it's working. There we go. So yeah, and it's slightly coming away. Where did I see it? Oh yes, at the shoulders. The lining's slightly coming away, but I absolutely love that. Now, my second favourite one of all time has to be my Sirocco jumpsuit in this amazing scuba, because even though I've only worn it once for a wedding. 2 things now, my favourites for weddings. Anyway, I've only worn it once. I absolutely love it. Again, it was a vision that I saw. I found the fabric and I love it. Absolutely love it. It's a great pattern as well if anyone wants to try a jersey jumpsuit. The Sirocco from Dit and Doe. Absolutely love that one. Right. Oh, I'm almost on the end of my first page. So Christopher asks, is there going to be more hack off vlogs again? Yes, there is. Me and Becky always chat away, and yeah, we've got plans. We haven't got anything set in stone because obviously things are all a bit crazy at the moment. But yes, there will be some more coming off. I really love doing those vlogs. Sorry if you hear any noise. Obviously we're all at home. But yeah, I absolutely love doing those vlogs because I love to see what me and Becky actually, how we interpret the same pattern and change it slightly. And it's been really interesting. A few times I've actually been like, I like Becky's more than I like mine. Right. Okay. HR Harkin on Instagram asked me this one. As a beginner sewist, I'm finding it a bit pricey. Is it normal or am I being greedy? Now, I'm a little bit of a bargain hunter, okay? There have been special bits of fabric that I've really considered and spent that little bit more money on, but I love a bargain, okay? So I'm going to tell you where I go and find my bargains. So first of all, I'm in the Midlands, so I'm really lucky that Birmingham Rag Market's quite close by. So there is the actual marketplace, and then there's a place, this fancy silk store, and also Barry's Fabrics, and they're really great. They're really great. I actually picked up some green fabric for my lowest dress that I think was like £1 or £2 a metre, and I love that. Now, I know the quality isn't always brilliant when you go for a bargain, but I love to wear my Me Mades, and I don't really want them to last forever because I want to make more. So I am a bit of a bargain hunter in that way. Also, there's a few online, when there's a sale, I always have a look. Remnants is a really good place to find and pick up a bargain. That's really great. But yeah, it can be expensive hobby. I don't buy fabric every month, but like I say, I love to find a bargain. I admit, I'm not always going to go for the poshest, I'm going to go for the best value. Right, okay, let's get into some more specifics about sewing. So, Stitch Rip Rippy said, what is my favourite top pattern? And a little bit like I was talking about earlier, the Agnes is a favourite of mine. That's been my most worn, and actually, in a haystack asked that, which pattern have I used the most? This one. I've made probably about 8 or 9 versions. I was trying to count them up earlier because some of them have been worn out and moved on. I've made them into a dress with a gathered skirt. I've made the Agnes into a Freya hack. So I love to make lots of different things with that. And yeah, it's kind of one of those patterns that you know what you're going to get. So I love that pattern. But my favourite top has to be this one, which is the I Am Lion Zebra. Yes, it's a zebra because it's Silent Hands. This is my favourite top of all time. Absolutely love it. For a start, it's leopard print. I am a fan of leopard print. The drape of this fabric is amazing. It was from Sew Your Own Wardrobe down in town in Ashby. I don't know if they've got any more left, but I absolutely love it. And it's got the most serious and envious sleeve drama going on. Absolutely love that. So yeah, if I want to feel like a little pick-me-up, that's the top that I'll always go for. Right, okay, so favourite sewing pattern of all time. Now that's a really difficult one. Now I'm going to say this one. Yes, this one. Let me get it for you. So my favourite pattern of all time is the Deer and Doe Bluette dress, okay? Oh, I should have got it out of my wardrobe actually to show you. But I absolutely love the fit of this pattern. It was the first Deer and Doe that I'd ever done, and I kind of have a real love now and appreciation of sort of French fashion lines, if that's even a thing to say. But I really love this pattern. It's got princess seams on the front and on the back. It fits my body really well, and it was a dream to sew. And I have to say, probably, yeah, if I look at all my patterns up there, I'd have to say, yeah, that's probably going to be my favourite of all time. Which is strange because favourite of all time isn't necessarily my favourite make of all time. I think because I learned a lot of techniques on this one. So with the princess seams, you actually then sew down top stitch, and I just spent loads of time on that one, and I really loved that. It kind of surprised me how much I loved that one. So yeah, right. Oh, and Juliet has said, sewing bras versus sewing swimsuits, choose one. Sewing swimsuits. Now, coming up in April, you'll hear my drama that I had with sewing my first bra. So I'd have to say swimsuits because that's the one I've been most successful in making. But yeah, I'm never going to give up. I'm going to try again. I know what I've done wrong. I'm going to try again. Maybe I might change my views, but I think swimwear is the one. Which is funny because I probably don't even wear much of my swimwear because we're not going anywhere this summer, and I'm a little bit conscious of my tummy, so I don't really like a bikini anymore. But yeah, right, I think that is everything. I'm sorry if I've missed anything off, but yeah, that's me. Thank you ever so much for the questions that came in. I hope that's helped you learn a little bit more about me. If you're nosy like me, finding out a little bit more is always a treat. So yeah, and I'll be back really soon with my April makes. Despite me losing my sojo in the last week, I've actually had some great makes done, mostly for my girls really. But yeah, hope to see you again very soon. Thank you ever so much for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe and like and look back at all my other vlogs. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.